What gender do you identify as?
I'm just a man.
If I wanted to refer to you, what would I say? What would you want me to say? He, they?
No, just approach me as a man. How you approach any other man. I'm just a man that likes to wear skirts and high heels. I go to work and I'm getting dressed, and I thought, why not just start wearing high heels to the office? I could hear some people laughing behind me. One day my daughter calls me up and says, Dad, you're going viral on Facebook. 80% of the people probably look at me and assume that I'm gay. And it really kind of upsets the LGBT community, because then they're calling me homophobic or transphobic. What's the difference between you walking down the street and a trans woman walking down the street? I'm not going to go to a pride parade and stand up on a box and wave the rainbow flag. I really don't care what people think about me.
What kind of underwear do you wear?
My name is MarK Bryan. I'm 65 years old. I'm married. I have 3 children, and I have 6 grandchildren. My job is a robotic packaging engineer, and I'm also like a part-time fashion model and also a American football coach. I was in the airport and I heard the distinct click, 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 clacking of a woman walking in high heels. And, I just turned around and looked. She had this look of confidence. I mean, she was walking in heels. She had like a business suit on, and I just admired how confident she looked. And then probably a few months later, my wife and I went to a costume party, and we decided to cross-dress. And so we went out and bought a cheap pair of high heels for me. And there's people, naturally watching, this man and his wife, he's trying on high heels. And it didn't bother me. And we went to this party, and everyone made comments about, oh, you walk so well in high heels, and oh, your legs look so good, and stuff like this. And, I was thinking, okay, well, this isn't so bad. I, figured people would be laughing or, making fun of me. Then at one point, I go to work and I'm getting dressed, and I'm putting on, my normal black or brown men's shoes. And I go, these are boring. And I thought, why not just start wearing high heels to the office and just see what kind of reaction I get? The colleagues kind of looked at me. I'm sure they're all going to say, have you seen what MarK's wearing? What's up with MarK? Eventually, a couple of people from work would come and talk to me. Hey, MarK, what's the deal with the high heels and stuff? And I just said, I think they look good, and it's a little bit different. And I was telling them I'm just tired of wearing, men's shoes. Of course, I was wearing high heels with my pants, and then eventually I moved to wearing the skirts and everything at the office. The wife was pretty supportive. She kind of questioned if that was the correct thing to do, career-wise and stuff. But I still had her support. She goes, MarK, just, do what makes you feel comfortable and stuff.
What gender do you identify as?
I'm just a man. I don't have pronouns. I don't use he, him. I'm just a man that likes to wear skirts and high heels.
If I wanted to refer to you, what would I say? What would you want me to say? He, they?
No, just approach me as a man. How you approach any other man.
Okay, so it's the he, because like...
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people assume that because they see a man walking down the street in a skirt and high heels, they automatically assume that he's gay, because that's just the way people are conditioned. 80% of the people probably look at me and assume that I'm gay. But I think what makes me unique is that I present myself as a very masculine male that just likes to wear skirts and high heels. I do get negative comments, like especially on my Instagram. I basically just ignore them, or I'll give them like a smiley face and say, hey, thank you for your comment, because it really doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. it still adds up on the algorithm that I got this many comments. So usually I just kind of make it, I kind of say, hey, thank you, you're helping me out. I was questioned one time, like, what's the difference between you walking down the street and a trans woman walking down the street? I basically said, well, we can be wearing the same thing, but I don't feel like I'm going to be attacked or something, where a trans woman has that fear inside of her, and we can be wearing the exact same clothes. Well, I think most of the people see me as a masculine male and not a male trying to be a woman. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm not small. So, they'd have to be a little bit bigger, if they really want to, kind of threaten me or something. So I don't feel threatened, and I've never been threatened. I do, I'll be walking down the street and I could hear some people laughing behind me. I'm old enough where I really don't care what people think about me. The LGBT community, I really don't consider myself part of that community. I'm not going to go to a pride parade and stand up on a box and wave the rainbow flag, because I believe that the LGBT community uses clothing as a way to express their sexuality, where what I do has nothing to do with sexuality, has nothing to do with gender, anything like that. To me, it's just a fashion statement. I'm doing something different. I'm basically making my own path through this. I get a lot of negative comments from the LGBT community, especially if it's something they don't agree with or goes against what they believe in and things. So, I'll get comments like I'm transphobic or I'm homophobic and stuff like that. And they really don't bother me, but there are sometimes I'll go, well, you're just heterophobic. And that's my reply, and then I don't hear from them again. My wardrobe, I consider what I consider it's a hybrid style. It's basically masculine above the waist and feminine below the waist. A men's shirt, a tie, jacket, and then below the waist I wear just skirts and the heels. Today I'm wearing what I call my king shirt. On the internet I get called a queen a lot. I think most are referring to like I'm a drag queen, and I'll have to correct them and say no king, because there's no queen here.
What kind of underwear do you wear? Feminine or masculine?
I did try feminine underwear, but it doesn't offer the support that a man needs. So
Okay.
when I first started posting pictures on Instagram, I had maybe 300, 400 followers. And then one day my daughter calls me up and says, Dad, you're going viral on Facebook. And within a month I was like at 100,000 to 200,000, and it just kept growing and growing. I have a lot of celebrities that follow me. Like Rihanna follows me. Naomi, the fashion model, follows me, and a lot of other big stars and stuff. So I think that kind of speaks as far as the influence I have on people. And I have a lot of women followers, that, thank me for giving them the courage to wear men's clothes. They say, Mark, if you can wear women's clothes, I should be able to wear men's clothes. And I've also had some gay men that come up to me and said, Mark, if you can do it straight, I should have no problems doing it gay. I started in my late 50s, 58, 59. My very first photo shoot was 5 years ago. I think my total is like 35, 36 magazines that's been published, and I've been like on 5 covers. My purpose was basically just to do what I wanted to do, but then, getting questions and, my popularity and being in magazines and stuff like that, I've now kind of established kind of like an agenda, that clothing doesn't dictate gender or sexual orientation.
This video is sponsored by Aurora Club, the innovative platform where you can win authentic luxury items by simply entering a draw. Aurora Club is committed to fairness and transparency. They use a certified third-party random number generator to select winners, ensuring every entry is truly chance-based. It's a secure and trustworthy way to indulge in luxury without breaking the bank. Don't miss out. Click the link below and start your journey with Aurora Club today.